train. Hold on. It's a shame. How's everybody doing today? I didn't even check my appearance before I got live, but I said let me just go ahead and get live because I meant to do it earlier, but I was tired, so I really didn't get a chance to come through, y'all. Sorry about that. Um, so I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, but I'm on another system, so it shouldn't. Hey, how you doing, Jessica? So you shouldn't have a problem with hearing me, and with the new phone, I'm not glitching as much on live, so that is a good thing. I came in to talk about the video that I made yesterday, and that was with the tremella mushroom, which is the snow mushroom. It was pretty easy to make yesterday, and it didn't taste as bad as I thought it would be. Um, so I'm going to make another video today. I'm going to make a fruits and vegetable blend, and I'm going to take the rest of the snow mushroom because they're pretty expensive. They're like $10 for one mushroom. So I want to use the rest of that product, and I'm going to make a fruit blend. I'm making that with a lot of the herbs and stuff that I picked up the other day in one of the other lives. So all together, I'm trying to come up with, this collagen packed protein power. Thank you, love. I got on the bonnet. I said, I guess I'll check on the live when I get on here because I really need to start going live every day. It may not be a specific time because I'm always doing something, but uh, my Facebook is crowded right now, and I just got to give Facebook a break now that I've reached 10K there. Okay, so I got to come back to YouTube because it's the original platform which I started on. But yeah, so the fruit blend that I'm going to make today, I'm going to share me making that in the blender like I used to do. And I'm going to add my little herbs and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to add the oregano to it because we all know that oregano has it has a ting's taste to it. So I wouldn't mix it with fruit or anything like that. If I would take oregano, I would just either take it by itself. So good deal on that. I actually feel like I have more energy since I've had the mushroom yesterday. I was kind of excited. I was waiting on to get it and everything. Honestly, don't tell nobody, but since we in my live and ain't nobody in here, I might be selling those. If I can find a buyer that if I can find a buyer that can sell them at a reasonable price, and I can sell them on all my platforms. I can sell them on my TikTok. I can sell them on my eBay, my Facebook. I'm just waiting for Facebook to give me the authority to add my shop to my Facebook page. That's just my main Facebook page, but my business, JaNey's House of Beauty, I don't have that access yet. So I'm just waiting on that. Instead of me doing a website like how I used to do, because the website was pretty expensive. It's like $300 something to start it off. So hold on, y'all, 1 second. I know I'm probably loud, and I don't know if my tone was off, but my tone is off because I had the little earpiece in. So anyway, so the fruit beverage. So I'm going to add bananas, I think strawberries. I have one with pineapples as well to go in there. So I usually buy like frozen fruit and stuff like that, because if you buy the regular fruit that is not if you buy the regular fruit, it's going to go bad. It's going to be gone in such a quick time, especially like when you talk about like strawberries or something like that. Strawberries only last for like 3 days. So when I get my fruit, I usually get them all frozen. Honestly, I need a freeze dryer So if, you know, my fruit won't go bad, and I can slice them up and I can put them on the freeze dryer, and I can blend those in my blenders and stuff like that for anything like skin care, you know, hair mask, anything that I make, I could use it and put it in the blender. But I'm starting to do more of that now because I'm active. I'm going to be putting proteins and stuff like that. Um, what inspired me to do it was a Smoothie King. If you know about Smoothie King, I know we don't have Smoothie Kings up north. We don't have any in Michigan. But down south, it's, you know, it's a lot of Smoothie Kings. I don't think that they had any in Florida either. Let me see. Yeah, I always use frozen fruit. I usually make a strawberry and banana. See, yeah. So I'm gonna do the strawberry, the banana. It has pineapples in it, and it has a couple other. I'm not sure. It might have mango, but I am a mango fanatic. In Florida, we had a big mango tree in our backyard, so I would chuck them things off, and I would peel them things, wash them first. But I'm talking about I would have all kinds of mango sauce going down my chin and everything. So I am a mango person. But my idea of that is the fruits and vegetables. I know it's different to some people because I have a beauty channel. But fruits and vegetables are really good for your skin, your body, your gut health, everything. Like, I can eat fruits and vegetables for about a week. I would still put some regular food in with it. But if I blend my fruits and my vegetables up in a blender, um, it's easier for me to intake more of it. And I can flush my body out with any type of fruit, like, you know, figs. I don't go as far as prunes or anything like that. Nobody uses those anymore. I would rather give a detox. But I have been studying gut health. Okay, and once again, I'm not a physician, you know, but I gotta explain to my followers my reason behind doing fruit blends and, you know, stuff for the body and eating for the body, because that initially works for the skin and all. And they talk about how the skin is the largest organ on your body because it covers everything. Okay, and we can do topical solutions, you know, but it's only so much topical solutions that you can use. Because I remember at one day, I used to never put anything on my skin, but it was how I used to eat, you know, spinach, you know, red onions, you know, balsamic vinaigrette dressing. It's just certain things that you eat to keep your body up. Because I stopped eating pork. I want to say I stopped eating pork, I want to say 10 years ago. But every time I go back, I can't say I haven't had any, but every time I go back to eating pork because of the fact that my body is not used to it, um, I feel horrible. Like I've contracted like a worm or something, like, 'cause we know it's tapeworms in pork. Okay, it took me to get to a more mature age to realize that, you know, no matter how good they clean that, and if you don't cook your pork, if you don't cook it all the way down, you know, it can have tapeworms in it. So, you know, I completely stopped eating pork. I eat fish, but I try to eat fish that has like it's a fish oil to it. The fish oil is good for collagen and everything. Fish oil is also good for hair follicles. Um, and another thing is fish oil, like for your eyes and stuff like that. They lubricate the eyes. Now that I'm a little bit older, I see that my, my vision gets blurred. But when I start to eating the fish oils, and it's a ginkgo. I think that's how you say it. It's a ginkgo, but it comes in an oil and a powder. But that one is mainly for memories, to boost the memories and the, brain function, and regenerate brain cells and things like that. I'm a total geek. Okay. Um, every time I look at a herb or something like that, I'm reading it to see, oh, what does this do? You know, and then I can incorporate with another one. But I think eventually later on I'll get deeper into that. I have a little hair on the screen. Um, I'm going to get deeper into that. I don't want to give everything away. Um, but yeah, so we're going to lead back into the mushroom yesterday. So I'm going to chop that up. I don't think I'm going to put the tail of it in there because it's harder than the rest of it. So I don't want to kind of like put that in there. But I'm going to make a concoction. It's going to be good. I usually don't eat sugar. I have a cane sugar. That's the only sugar that I have. Because I prefer like a honey or something like that. You know, my family, we have a thing about, you know, we have diabetics in the family, so we try not to eat that much sugar. We were raised at a young age to not have that much intake on sugar, so we do honey instead, or, you know, like a sugarless, what do they call that, a sweet and low or something like that. But I can't stand that type of stuff. I like honey. It has to have some type of sweet, because that sweet and low has like an aftertaste to it that I can't stomach. But yeah, so like I said, I'm on YouTube now because I want to try this live thing out. You know, I used to really get nervous at first when I did the lives, but now I think I can get a little bit more comfortable with talking to people on my screen now that I'm working 2 different other platforms. I'm moving around so much. That's probably why you don't see me on YouTube. But yeah, 2026 is going to be a bang. It really is, because I'm taking it further this time, and I'm not really. Of course, we all care about our appearances, but I'm getting rid of the perfectionist thing for a while. Because, like I said, you know, you want people to kind of know you as a person. Um, you get a chance to see the videos of me making the hair and creating the wigs and me putting on makeup and etc. You know, this and that. And I'm quite sure a lot of my viewers, they say, why she don't never put on makeup? I enjoy being natural. I honestly do. Okay, I don't care what nobody say. You know, makeup is a beauty enhancer. It works certain muscles in your face that make you beautiful. I do understand that. When you put on makeup, it works certain muscles in your face that make you beautiful. But at a certain time, a certain point in your life, it's a hindrance. It's kind of a crutch. You see what I'm saying? Um, you know, just think about it. You know, you're at home and you take off your makeup and you look like a completely different person. Even you've gotten used to looking a certain way every day. And even with yourself, you feel uncomfortable because you don't have your lashes on. You don't have your hair laid, this and that or whatever. And I've just, at this year, it was 2025, that I said, I'm going to enjoy being natural. I'm going to do that for myself. I don't care what nobody else says. I'm an influencer. I'm on the internet and this and that. I don't care. I'm going to show them that I can enjoy being natural, and I can come in here and I can talk to my followers, and we can figure out a plan on, you know, what they want to see, you know, the videos that they appreciate. You see what I'm saying? And that way you can genuinely get to know me as a person, till you make a decision to purchase anything for me, because you know that I work for it. Okay, I'm putting in the work for it, and I'm not gonna just, you know, just skip anything through. um so I wish somebody would give me a topic. I've been on here for a minute. I kind of want to go make that shake. I'm having a taste for it, with the fruits, blends, and vegetables. So I'm really thinking about how I'm gonna set that up in my kitchen. Since I got it, my battery is fully charged on my phone, I can make a video of that. But I love the video that we did yesterday down outside. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Because I got a chance to tell my subscribers about my journey and, the little, problems that I've came along. And I don't have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I'm not people. Some people look at you and think that you putting up a facade or anything. I've never said I was putting up a facade. The stuff that I spent for my business is honestly what I spent. And I had a full-time job. I was still doing social media at the time. So, nobody can say that I had a bunch of money to put into my business, because I didn't. Not being able to manage the money that I put in my business is a completely different thing. Okay. Lesson learned. Lesson completely learned, And I was telling y'all last time, that's mostly the reason why I became natural. I was sitting on all this hair, bundles, wigs, length, 30 inch, 20 inch, 14 inch. And I had so much hair and I just kept going in it. I'm telling my story, okay? Kept going in it for is a logical fallacy that assumes God is the religious idea of the creator of the creation, to conclude wrongly no creator exists because a particular idea of God doesn't exist. Okay, I think since you brought it up, and it's not vulgar in any way, okay? What you're saying basically in layman terms is that no one is the creator. Okay, you left. Okay, anyway, spammer. This is a beauty channel, let me make that clear. Okay, before y'all come in my channel and y'all get to spamming and saying all this other foolishness like y'all did before, I guess I'm starting to get some views. Okay, creation is creation. Okay, when you have a creation and you create it, you're the creator of that creation. Okay, that's separate from God. Those are two different definitions. You can't put them together. I understand what you're saying when it comes to the creator, but layman terms, his name is God. Okay, so don't make it seem like I'm on here creating content and I'm saying I'm him, because I'm not. I just wanted to get that clear. That's it. And here come a train. These spammers, I tell you, I swear, if I haven't been doing it for so long, I probably wouldn't know how to handle something like that. But, the conversation that we were having yesterday about the business and how I went into what I was supposed to be making money for. And then I made some bad business decisions. I had bought some pieces that were worth less for what I paid for, which made it extremely costly when I came to my customer to give them the money. So, it just depends. I need to brush. I want to do one of those whitening teeth again. You're always looking in the camera. You just have little quirks about yourself that, it's the camera, okay? It's always the camera. The camera catches everything. You just look perfect. When you turn that camera on, it's completely different. And we're not going to talk about the ring light, okay? I'm more comfortable because I don't have the light shining, beaming on me. But yeah, I had made some bad business decisions just to, things that you learn from. I didn't go to school for anything. So I think that was my payment. Me spending all the money for the business to have a huge loss in order for me to gain what I needed to gain. But I am going to go create this and take a break from this camera. The train is really loud. And when I make a video, I'm gonna probably come back later tonight and talk to you guys about that one and how it tastes and whatnot. I appreciate y'all coming in and commenting and everything. I really do. But I'm gonna see you guys later. Hit the like button if you can. Bye.